This will be a little bit of an unboxing video. I'm super excited about this. This is from Wood Pro Designs. I got in early, one of the very first ones. So take a, there's your QR code to order from them. I don't get any kickbacks or anything. They're just small business, awesome idea. I'm super excited about this. For the ClearBot, it's got a light and a laser, and I'll show you what that looks like. Clear boot. Just say clear. I said ClearBot, and not clear boot. That is, what is this? This is power supply. Is there two of these? So there's two power supplies. This one's got a USB cable. Let's see. And here is the boat. So what this is this in here? Okay. What this monster is a boot for my CNC. So allows me to have a clear view to the CNC and what it's cutting, which is awesome. The other thing it has, what this is going to do, is these little guys here are lasers. So I will have a laser X, an alignment that will allow me to see exactly where my 0 point is, which is an awesome idea. I don't know why I didn't think about doing this, but he did, so I appreciate him. So I'll show the video with it on next, or maybe a little bit of putting it on, but it's way cool. Super excited. Okay, here we go. Removing the old boot. Actually, let's remove the camera here too. Get that out of the way. Alright. All the boots off. Screwdriver. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to get a bigger collet for this, for the new one. Out of the way. Just, yeah, that's not removable. Okay, put this down. There's the old one. It's done me well for the years. Here's the new one. Now this should go just up like this on here. Make sure this wire isn't getting pinched. Okay, looks like I need to loosen this a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so need an Allen wrench for that. Okay, there we go. That easily moved. Push it all up until it's snug, and I'm going to give this just a little bit of a tighten. Not much. So that it's not going to fall off. Okay, and then this needs to go pretty much where my camera was, so I'll have to figure out a new spot for that. Okay. This down. Alright, now this actually came with two options. There's more of a hardwired version with this USB adapter, and what I may do is see if there's a power way, because I've got this here, there may be a way of pulling in some power off of that. I don't know. If there is, you see that up here? No, you can't really see it. Up here where the, this is where the set tool connects in. There's also a serial adapter, serial port. If not, I also have, turn up here. Here on the wall, I've got a plug strip with USB. So I could run it off of that as well. But I don't have that set up right now, so we're going to go with the battery version. go ahead and plug these in. I don't know which one's laser. I don't think it really matters a ton because you could always just flip it if they're wrong. They're literally wired up the same way. Okay. Tie that in here. I'm going to try and go kind of high. Like I was saying before, because I do have my camera that's going to go back on there at some point. Make sure it's out of the way. Yeah. All right, ready? Let's try this. Laser. Light bulb. Okay. I think we want to see that laser is definitely off because it's shining off to that side. This one is shining to this side. Okay, so I believe this changes the, oh, there we go, there's our angle. Ahead. Let's clip. There we go. That's right. And then this one. All right. Now, I do have the problem of, you kind of warned me that that might be the case. This is a 4-inch to a 2-inch. I think I've got a boot or an adapter I can use. But start this guy on that, and now I can clearly see my work being done. That's awesome. This is going to be my first opportunity to take advantage of my clear boot we just got. I got the vacuum on it now and should be able to see everything that's being cut. I also have my laser light, which is awesome. See, it's showing right where my starting point is. And I also have that light. Let's turn the laser off, turn that light on, and that lets me see a lot more of what's going on down here. So we're going to try this out. Well, that worked out really well. Very happy with my Wood Pro clear boot, and no, I'm not getting any kind of sponsorship or anything like that. It's just an awesome product, and I totally think if you have a CNC and you do hobby stuff or small professional, you should get one of these. A couple of things I gained out of this that I didn't even realize I was going to. Well, one, as we were doing that cut, I don't know about you, but I was convinced I was going to catch one of these, and this thing is like calibrated to be really close, but it didn't catch it. So that's one thing. It does have the light here, which is actually harder to see on camera, but it's way easier in person, I think, because it's reflecting off of here. Again, the laser, very awesome. The other thing was this kind of forced me to go to a 4-inch dust collecting system. So adding that to the clear boot works 50% better than my old dust collection. So now I can see what I'm doing, and I have better dust collection, and I've got the laser to determine where I'm going to be. It's just a win-win-win. So check them out. Highly recommend. Great job, guys.